Most artists are scared of AI. They think it's going to replace them, steal their voice, and end their career. And they might be right, because they're not really creators. They're not in it for the long haul. My name's Chris, also known as the artist Manafest. I have about 400,000 monthly listeners. I've been doing music for 20 plus years full time. We've toured 22 different countries, and we're living in the most exciting time to be in the music industry. What's so powerful about being in this industry right now is the leverage, is the speed of getting things done. I used to have to tour my butt off to get my music in front of people, to perform for 50 people, 10 people, 1,000 people, thousands of people we've played for at a time before. And while I'm recording this video right now, I checked my Spotify stats, and over 100 plus people, 143 actually, were listening to my music right now. That's just Spotify. That doesn't include YouTube, SoundCloud, Amazon, Deezer, Tidal. No one listens to Tidal. And that's the power of leverage. That's the power of Swiss dollars. You might have heard me say this before: sales while I sleep soundly, or streams while I sleep soundly. The reason a lot of artists have to tour, they're forced to tour, is because their music is unemployed. It's not working for them 24/7. You see, once you get the music working for you, then it just doesn't stop. You get this thing called momentum. When we talk about planes taking off and taking you to a destination, to break through that law of gravity, they need to have enough thrust so that they have lift and they break through. But if a plane starts and stops, stops, it never actually breaks through. And that's what happens with a lot of artists in your music career. You start and you stop, and you don't go all the way. You don't give it everything you've got. And so I want to encourage you to go all in this year. Stop looking for a way out. Now, there's two types of artists, okay? You can ignore this AI and not use it to leverage and grow your music career, or you can invest in it. And that's one way I want to challenge you right now is like, did you invest in NVIDIA? Did you invest in Apple? Did you invest in Microsoft? Did you invest in even any of the companies that are going to be like the foundation? Because, I look at Meta, I look at Instagram, right? Like for us artists, we have been the content. Like if the platform is free and you're using it to promote your music, that means you are the content, my friend. And so we need to start looking at investing in these things for the long term and stop just being the content and being used. As we're scrolling, you're being used. But if you use it to research and to create and be a content creator, well, then you can get things done even faster. So I want to encourage you to get in the game this year. Maybe you need to learn how to use Claude, to start responding to comments for you, or to start creating a website. You need to use ChatGPT, maybe to rewrite some of your emails. I get the cover from my wife, right? She just sent me the cover for our new single, okay? And now I'm going to take that and I'm going to make the banners from it. I'm going to make the promo out of it. I'm just going to prompt that thing and I'm going to get it done in seconds, right? And it's going to allow me to move faster. I'm able to make a YouTube thumbnail with it. Like we're going to move so much faster because I'm using AI. But I'm not going to worry about it trying to steal my voice. No. One of the most exciting things that I realized the other day, I had this revelation. Because I'm creating content, and we'll go film it. I'm in the video. I've also done a little bit of AI content for some ads, and some of that's worked really, really well when you really match the music with the imagery. But you want to make sure you're not cheesy and not like, doesn't look like bad AI, But one of the things I'm really excited about is you create content, right? And you post it out there, and your song gets known. All right, because I've released 2 singles for my new album coming out. The first one did okay. The second one, people are being like, yo, the chorus, or, this is like an earworm. That's what we call it in Germany, someone said. And I was like, this one's really reacting. And you know what it made me realize is that if I promote and market my song hard enough and get it out there enough, then people will use it in their videos. People will create videos and content using my song, not just sync licensing. I'm talking about user-generated content, UGC. Because on the ads, I'm noticing the likes are insane, the shares are insane, the comments. And so it's really driven my ad costs down to promote my music. And I'm trying to get it known right now. It hasn't even been out a month. It's been out a week or so. And we've got like hundreds of shares on this ad promoting this song. So it's amazing how much exposure we're getting for free. And so not only are fans sharing it, but what I'm really excited about is if they like it enough and I get known enough, or that song gets known enough, that they'll use it in their videos. Like If I go into my song stats right now and I refresh it, I can see someone who's got 164,000 followers on TikTok used my song. I can see somebody else that's got 200,000, 400,000 followers, right? And some of these videos get millions of views. And that's what gets me excited, that it's not just about my platform. Look, I'm trying to go viral right now. You know, our last few posts got like 10, 15,000, which is pretty good for us. Really needs to be 50,000, 100,000, a million, and we are going to crack it. You're going to see me get a video, and I'm going to share about it. I'm excited. Call me out, ask me, okay? Because I'm not going to give up. And this is the thing. If you don't give up, the devil will. If you don't stop, the devil will eventually stop. Don't grow weary doing good. You know, I was in church last night, and sometimes we can get tired. We can get discouraged. But Proverbs says in 24:16 that even though a righteous man falls down 7 times, he gets up and goes again. And the other thing as well, too, is you don't want to get distracted once you finally have success. Because you are going to have success. You know, if you keep going, like, you're not a failure as long as you don't quit. And there's an interesting story in the Bible with King David where he's won all these battles. He's crushing it. And the one time he doesn't go out to war, or he doesn't go out to war, he gets idle. And who does he see? He sees Bathsheba. And he gets into all this trouble and he messes up his life. And for a lot of artists, we have success, and then how do we derail it? Drugs, girls, whatever it is, alcohol, and we mess up our life instead of keeping the main thing, music. And that's why your why has to be big enough. Your purpose has to be big enough. You don't need to worry about AI. You need to use it and stay on mission and leverage it. You know, again, like, I'm 46 years old right now as I'm recording this video. I remember when Windows came out, and I kind of grew up with a computer, you know, in my baby bottle. You know what I'm saying? Like, I really grew up around computers, so I was never afraid of the internet. You know, and a lot of people were, and I just like embraced it and crushed it, and it was great, right? Well, here we are now. This is like a life-changing moment, and so I encourage you to master it. Invest in it. Don't just be the content. Be an owner. You know, it blows my mind how much we as artists, we invest in Facebook, right? Meta. We invest in Google, YouTube. Buy the stock, you know, and this isn't financial advice or whatnot, but Apple, Spotify, you know, and nobody told me these things. I was always a user as opposed to being an owner. Like, this is the same thing with record labels. You sign to the record label. Who's the content? I'm the content. You're the content. Go out and tour, Chris. Go get on this tour. Like, I was literally convinced, like, yeah, you got to get on this tour. And the label was like getting mad at me, like, yeah, you got to do this, you got to do this. And it's like I was like this little slave, right? But then when I realized I got my masters back and how much royalties that was worth, it was a game changer. And so I'm never going to sell my masters or sell my publishing to someone again. I want to own my masters. If I want to sell my masters one day because it's my choice, okay, that's cool, right? But when you sign to a label, like, they own the masters forever. You blow up the song and you get like a little smidgen. You are better to go out and get a job, increase your income, you know, get a loan from a bank before you're getting a loan from a record label, right? I remember my buddy one time said, you know, you can get a better loan from a drug dealer than you can from a record label. You know what I'm saying? Because, like, it just never ends, and then they own it. And ownership is everything. Equity is everything. Don't get distracted by that shiny little advance, which is like nothing compared to what you could potentially make when you have a song blown up. And you might just not have had a song that blows up. You need to go watch my video about how you can earn 6 figures just from one song, one idea. You know, you're one song, you're one prayer away, you know, one idea away from just making a change, making a pivot. You're one decision away. And maybe that decision today is to not quit, is to get in the game. You know, marathon runners get tired and they get exhausted, and that's us, okay? That's what this music industry is, right? Like, we're getting tired, we're exhausted, you get those cramps, you feel like you're going to collapse, you feel like you don't have anything else to give, but like marathon runners, you know what they develop? They develop this thing called a second wind, and they know if they stay a little longer, a little harder, all of a sudden that second wind will kick in, and they can run even harder and faster across that finish line. And I want that for you this year. Stay in the game. I hope I see you at the next Spotify challenge. It's 5 days straight of live training plus Q&A. Links are below.